This video will be dedicated to the solutions for the practice redemption task for outcome 1 within the financial arithmetic topic for General Maths 2020, Year 11. We'll start off with question 1, which is a scenic ski lift ticket from the ground to the top of the mountain. Originally cost $110, but is now on sale for $90. To get the discount amount, all you're going to do is just find the difference between how much it originally costs and how much it's on sale for. In this case, this is equal to $20. We're going to use this $20 to help us with the next question, find the percentage discount that has been applied for these prices. So in this case, it's what the discount amount is, 20, over what the original price is, 110, and times this by 100. When you put this into the calculator, the general rule of thumb is surrounded to do 2 decimal places unless it tells you otherwise. In this case, it's 18.18%. Question 2, a price of a pair of roller skates is $120 without GST. What is the GST amount if GST is calculated at 10%? We just need to find 10% or 10 over 100 of the price of the skates. This will total to $12. What should the sale price be advertised as? The sale price needs to be advertised as what the cost is without the GST plus what we just found that the GST price to be. This ends up being $132. Question 3, the company Georgia Tech pays out a dividend of 25 cents per share. If its market price is $1.20, what is the percentage dividend closest to? Now we're looking for a percentage in this case. And this percentage is 0.25, not 25, because we have to convert this in the form of dollars. So $0.25, which is the same as 25 cents, divided by how much the actual market price is, which is $1.20. And you times this by 100 to get the relevant percentage. In this case, rule of thumb, 2 decimal places, 20.83%. The simple interest payable on an initial investment of $400 invested at 1.1% per annum for 19 years is what? Now we're looking at simple interest. You got to remember that our simple interest formula to get the interest, it's P, which is principal, times R, which is the rate, times T, which is the time frame, all over 100. So this is equal to what the principal is, 400, times the rate, in this case is 1.1, times the time frame, which is always going to be in years, so it's 19, all over 100. When you calculate this, this will equate to $83.60. Gloria receives a statement from the bank which gives the details of account from the 1st of May to the 30th of June. The details are shown below. The bank pays a simple interest of 4.4% per annum on the minimum monthly balance. The total amount of interest that Gloria earned in June to the nearest cent is. Now we've got to look for the different amounts from June, which can be found here, and these 2 amounts. And from these 2 amounts, we need to find the minimum monthly balance. In this case, this ends up being $6,013.70. With this in mind, we have to put in our minimum amount. And again, we have to recall what our interest formula is and find these values accordingly within the question. And we just got to be careful with the time frame, however, because we're looking for a minimum monthly balance. So first up, a principal, which is the minimum monthly balance, times this by the rate that is provided by the bank, which is 4.4. Now, because we're looking for just one amount from a monthly balance, our time frame is just 1 month out of the given 12 months. So you got to be careful when it comes to minimum monthly balance. It's always 1 month out of the 12 months. If it's paid, or if the simple interest is counted for every 2 months, the minimum monthly balance for every 2 month chunk, then this will be 2 over 12 or 1/6. And you have to look for the minimum monthly amount out of the 2 months. But in this case, it's only 1, so we just need to do 1 over 12. When you equate this, it ends up being $22.05. So this is how much interest will be paid on 4.4% per annum for this account here, for the monthly amount, the minimum monthly amount. Question 6. The compound interest to the nearest dollar of $7,000 over a period of 5 years at an interest rate of 6.5% compounded annually is what? Let's recall our compound interest formula. To get the full amount, we get our principal, times it by, in brackets, 1 plus r over 100 to the power of t. In this case here, our principal is the starting amount, $7,000. Our rate is being provided as 6.5%. And our time frame is 5, so it's to the power of 5. It's not times 5, it's to the power of 5. This ends up being, when calculated, $9,590.61. But you got to be careful because it's looking for the compound interest amount. This is provided the full amount. This is provided the amount within the account after the 5 years. So it's also included the $7,000 rather as well. So this is the amount we'll have after 5 years in our account, but we just need to find what the interest amount is. So in order to get this, we have to take what's in our amount after the 5 years and subtract the principal. And this will determine how much interest has been provided within those 5 years. So 9,590 and 61 cents, take away 7,000. So the amount of interest in this case is $2,590.61. The following information refers to question 7 and question 8. Tony enters an arrangement to purchase a PlayStation 4 or PS4 for a $100 deposit and monthly repayments of $35 per month for 2 years. If the purchase price of the PS4 is $650, then we need to find 7, the amount of interest Tony pays under the scheme, and 8, the flat rate of interest per annum Tony pays. In order to do this, to get how much interest Tony is paying, we first need to determine what he is paying this for, because you've got to remember that he's put in a $100 deposit. So if the total price of the PlayStation 4 is $650 and we take away how much the deposit is, $100, this will come up as $550. Now the second piece of information we need to find is the repayment amount. Tony is repaying this per month, $35 per month, and he's doing this for 2 years. So we need to see how much he's paying all up. So his repayment is going to be 35 times, well, if there's 12 months within a year and it's happening for 2 years, this will be times 24 months all up. This will equate to $840. So the total amount of interest that Tony is paying is what he's actually paying for this agreement, and we're taking away what it actually costs after he's paid the deposit. We're finding the difference between the two. So it's 840, take away 550, and this ends up being $290. So this right here is interest. This is just the interest amount, how much he's paying extra on top of the actual cost of the PlayStation 4, after the deposit anyways. So in order for you to find the flat rate, we need to recall our equation R of F, which is a flat rate, is 100 times the interest divided by the principal times time. And this is just the interest rate formula rearranged. And we have to be careful about the specific principle that we are using in this case. So our interest amount is the $290 for the I, which we found here. The principal amount is the amount owing after the deposit has been paid, so it's $550. So not $650, because we paid $100, or Tony in this case paid $100, so it's $550, which we've worked out before. And the time frame is always in years. This is easy because it just says 2 years. When you work this out, your R of F is going to be equal to 26.36%. So his flat rate is 26.36% of interest. The last question here, Trinity has a credit card debt of $4,000 that will accrue interest at a rate of 13.3% per annum compounded daily. After 2 months, which is 60 days, the amount that she will owe is what? So we need to recall our amount. Let's get rid of that quickly. There we go. Our amount, there you go, for in red for formulas, for compound interest, but to do with credit cards. So remember, credit cards are compounded daily. So it will be R over 36500 to the power of our time frame. If we are using this here, our time frame will be in the amount of days. So in this case, our principal, which is the $4,000, this is the initial debt that she has. The rate is 13.3%, and honestly, that's actually a fairly realistic rate. I've seen credit banks do this as a credit card rate, compounded daily, and the time frame is just to the power of 60. You would just go ahead and punch this into the calculator, and how much Trinity owes back is $4,088.40. So there's an extra $88.40 that is accrued in interest for Trinity to pay back. And this concludes this practice sack for outcome 1 for financial arithmetic.